This video reports on the digital ATM system scam. If you're looking for digital ATM system app, program system, digital ATM system reviews, the review is this is a scam. And it begins in a social media ad that takes you to a website like this, claiming to be CNN, and it's not CNN. This product is basically going to claim to be a phone trick, a 3-minute phone trick. And then if you pay someone $97, all you have to do is a few minutes, maybe an hour or two of work. And then for years to come, you'll have a revenue stream of thousands and thousands of dollars every week for doing basically nothing other than a 3-minute phone trick daily. And it's a lie. This is a scam that's been going around for a long time under other names. Digital ATM system is one of the newest names, I guess. And this is going around on getdigitalatm.com and other websites. This website's a different one. It claims to be CNN. And it says, whistleblower engineer exposes 3-minute phone hack that forces big tech to pay users. An exclusive investigation into the insider method that has quietly helped thousands of ordinary Americans earn between $300 and $1,000 per day from their smartphones, and why big tech fought to keep it hidden. And right at the top of this video here, please hit the like button down below, the thumbs up button. That will tell Google and YouTube my video has value and credibility. And then I might be able to jump over some scam results to try to help people stay away from this. I'm going to explain to you why this is not only a scam that you won't earn money from, obviously. That's what I'm trying to get at first. Second, there's a very dangerous and scary part of the scam I'm going to get to by the end of my video, and that'll make you be like, oh, I'm definitely not going to pay for this. So I'll tell you that in just a minute whenever we get to that point. It's a fake CNN article. It's not actually on CNN.com. It's got this video button, but it just takes you to the next page. It doesn't play a video on this page. It claims there's a former Silicon Valley engineer who broke his silence, talked about a phone trick. This phone trick, phone hack, phone method, phone ritual thing is something, it's like lingo used in these scams, and it's all fake, fraudulent, fictional, and no good, obviously. It says here the method takes 3 minutes to set up, and you can reportedly generate between $300 and $1,000 per day. And the engineer behind the discovery, only known as Ethan, no last name, and then there's someone named Mark White, a former truck driver. And basically, you can keep going here. You don't need to look at any of this. There's a whistleblower thing, a 3-minute phone method, skeptics weigh in. Big tech doesn't want you to see this. It's kind of like all the medicinal product scams claiming, Big Pharma doesn't want you to know about this. Therefore, they can't make profits, and trying to get your emotions. That's all that is. So this article will go to the end and it'll tell you to go watch a video. And that video is displayed on the getdigitalatm.com website. It looks something like this. You can see here. It looks like a Facebook post, right? It's a fake Facebook website. That's what this is. It played. I'll pause it for a second. It's a fake Facebook website to make you think that you're looking at Facebook, maybe a Facebook ad, because it says sponsored right here. It says this simple phone method is helping everyday people earn $100 to $500 a day from home. I thought it was $100 to $1,000. No experience needed. Watch to see exactly how it works. And I'll go ahead and tell you the really dangerous, terrible thing about this that I told you I'm going to tell you by the end of the video. These sorts of scams, consistently, across the board, I received comments from people who fell for them, and they received either a higher initial charge or set of charges that they did not expect, or subscription charges per month, more money than they thought they were paying just to get their foot in the door or whatever, to get the app or the system or whatever this is. And that's already bad. Not to mention the fact that you're not ever going to make any money with this. These sorts of scams sometimes end up going to places where they'll show you a course on how to maybe earn money from places you maybe have already heard of online, which makes no sense to offer that course. Or in some cases, these sorts of scams will take you to a group chat on Messenger, Telegram, whatever, to try to defraud you of your money, tens of thousands of dollars, pig butchering scam, whatever, claiming that you're investing your money. Give us some more of your money. Oh, look, your investment went up. You made $10,000. All you did was give us $500. You're doing great. You're never going to see any of your money ever again, though. Of course, you're never going to be able to withdraw a penny of that. That's all fake. Whatever this goes to is no good, basically. And it's got this guy here. He's like a postman. And it said, this postman just, and then we'll hit play and see exactly what they kind of claim here at the beginning of the video. You're going to see a host of the video in a second who definitely has like an AI look. You'll see what I mean.
just paid cash for a $60,000 truck. His boss still has no idea how. His wife didn't believe him until she saw the bank app. I'm about to show you exactly how he did it by flipping one setting on his phone. And here's the thing, that postman isn't special. Across the country, everyday people of all ages and education levels are flipping the same hidden setting and collecting an extra $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 or more every single month. Some folks call it unfair, but it's completely legal. It was built by a brilliant AI engineer out in Silicon Valley, and until now, it was only shared with his private clients so they could collect as much money from as little work as humanly possible. Best of all, this doesn't require you to invest a single penny. You don't need to learn any complex new skills. You don't even need to leave the comfort of your own home. In fact, if you have a phone and know how to send a text message, that's enough to collect a minimum of $36,000 extra per year with the method I'm about to share. And once this setting is working for you, you'll never again lie awake wondering where the money is going to come from, or fight with your partner about where it went. No more dreading a job that pays you just enough to get by.
There is no setting on your phone that if you find it and you like switch it on or off, it's going to earn money for you. They claim that it's a digital ATM system. We're going to tell you how to do that. That is kind of like the hook to get you to watch the entire video. And then by the end of the video, they ask for money and they don't tell you about a phone setting or a phone trick at all. Similar to medicinal product scams claiming, hey, there's a recipe using baking soda or pantry ingredients. We're going to tell you what the recipe is. It'll cure your Alzheimer's and dementia. And of course, by the end of the video, it's just someone trying to pitch you pills coming from China or Brazil or whatever, right? And that's no good. And then you get a phone call trying to upsell you on more supplements. I don't know if you're going to get a phone call after buying this, but I know that you're going to receive charges you don't want on your credit card or bank statement. And, you know, some people tell me sometimes their bank or credit card company block the charges, which is great, of course.
And no more crossing your fingers hoping Social Security is still standing by the time you get there. Now, before you lump this in with everything else you've seen or tried before, let me be clear about something. This has nothing to do with crypto, affiliate marketing, pyramid schemes, trading, surveys that pay pennies, or driving strangers around town. While every other side hustle out there requires money, time, and energy up front without any results guaranteed, this one is already built into a device you're holding in your hand right now. All you have to do is to flip this hidden setting to tap into the single biggest money stream on the internet and start collecting $3,000, $5,000, or even $10,000 per month. Now, will everybody collect that much every month? No, and I won't pretend otherwise. And look, I don't know your exact situation. Maybe you're doing okay, just tired of working more hours than anybody should and never getting 1 inch ahead. Or maybe you're one missed paycheck away from real trouble. And honestly, it doesn't matter one bit, because what I'm about to share works exactly the same either way. You don't have to believe one single word I've said so far. Honestly, I didn't believe it when I first heard about it, so I'm not asking you to believe anything yet, just to keep watching. Here's what Brenda Kowalski of Youngstown, Ohio, shared with us.
When I first came across this video, I was very wary. My own son told me it was a scam. There are a lot of get-rich-quick schemes on the internet, and I've become conditioned to always keep my guard up.
Her voice sounds real, but the visuals scream AI to me. It could be face replacement, it could be AI-generated voice, it could be real voice. It's not authentic, whatever it is.
But that month, I was choosing between my electric bill and my phone bill. So I gave it a shot anyway, and I'm happy to say this is 100% legitimate. What Mark shows you is a real, honest way to collect real money. The deposits I'm personally seeing are astounding.
Brenda is just one of more than 11,206 everyday Americans currently exploiting this simple system.
So they claim the guy's name is Mark. And the previous page said the name Mark White. So they're claiming Mark White is behind the digital ATM system on getdigitalatm.com. And by the end of the video, it'll claim that you can click a button, get started now for $30 off. You click that, and then it takes you to a page to go buy it on jvzoo.com. Digital ATM system, your proven digital income system, but it's not proven. It claims it has a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee, and that is very doubtful because those sorts of money back guarantees are offered with scams all the time. And some people maybe sometimes do receive full refunds, but usually the scam offer is, hey, we'll give you 50% of your money back. Is that good enough? Because the scammers want to keep some of your money, of course, but they also want to keep the heat off of them from law enforcement, the government, whatever, in case that is happening. And so, yeah, there's that. And, you know, it wants you to buy the product. It claims that someone named Ryan is behind the product, not Mark White, which is interesting. And it's got some other information here about what's going on with this, but Here's what I can tell you about what's going on with this. Don't get involved in this. I wish that there was something you could, flip on your phone or download and you could just make money and go and like have a yacht and live a wonderful life. But they're trying to scam you. And this digital ATM system is not legit. Like, comment, subscribe. The join button is down below. Let me know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for watching.